Welcome to Soft Review. In this video, we are going to see how we can use make.com and the MiniMax API to automate the workflow. As you can see, MiniMax has got like a 1080 video model, hyper realistic speech model, and as you can see, a 1 million context AI model. They have their API, so I have integrated like a custom app to make so that you can use it easily with all these services. So if you want to generate, let's say 100,000 characters into like your own clone voice or any other voice, you can do that with Minimax. You can clone your voice, you can generate music, you can extract music from other music and generate another music based on that. So there are like a lot of options here, and we will be going through in detail to see how each of this works. I know this is going to be a long video, but stick with me so that you can learn everything. In order to get started, we can click on, you come to this website first, minimax.io, and from there you will have to click on this API platform. And as you can see, it has got like all these updated models. I already had an integration, but it's been a while since I updated it. Now they have updated with a lot of new models like the Speech-02-hd model, which is really hyper realistic speech. I think this is the best voice model that I have seen. I think it's even better than 11 labs when it comes to the voice cloning feature. It sounds really realistic to your voice, and the M1 model is the latest model that they just introduced, and as you can see, it starts from 0.4 per million token. And the best part is it has got 1 million token. Only now the Google Gemini model and the GPT 4.1 model has got like 1 million context. And if you want like another model that's really good when you compare it with the other big models, then you can definitely consider MiniMax-M1 as well. And you can also use Hailuo 2. As you can see, it has got native 1080p video generation. It can generate up to 10 seconds video and 6 seconds video, and it has got really good instruction following capabilities and extreme physics for mastery as well. That means it can simulate like a real-time physics as well. These are the things that we are going to look at today, and in order to use this, first you need their API. This API is not free. You need to pay some money to use the API credits, or you can just click on the documentation here. Once you are here, as you can see, you just need to click on the account. This is where you will find your group ID, and you need to click here on the API key and just click on create a new API key, give it a name, and come to make.com. You just click on scenario. In order to find this Minimax model, you need to actually get it from the link in the description. So if you already have bought my integration, all the update that I have done is absolutely free for you. You can enjoy much better workflow. It's really easy when you compare it with my previous integration. I have made like a lot of tweaks so that using this module is really easy now. Once you have the integration, all you need is type in Minimax here, and as you can see, you can find the module here. And the first module will be like image generation. In order to, before you get started, just click on add button here and paste the API key that you generated from here, and also go to your profile and get the group ID as well. Paste those two details and just click on save. I already have saved it. I don't want to do that again. So I'll be showing you like how you can use their image generation model. Yeah, they only have one image generation model as of today. Maybe they'll have more in the future. You have like different options to generate the image in different aspect ratios. And you can also select the format that you want, whether you want it in base64 or URL. And you can also enable or disable the prompt optimizer, which will enhance your core prompt. For this example, let's see how good the text is. So I'll just generate a prompt like a beautiful woman wearing a t-shirt with the text like, share and subscribe to Soft Reviewed. So I am giving this long text to see how it will handle the image generation. This can be like 16:9 aspect ratio, and let's click on save and just run this. And before that, you need to have like balance here. You need to click on recharge, and you need to put in like at least $25 in order to get started with this API. Yeah, just want to let you guys know. I had $50, and yeah, I was testing all the endpoints, so I burned like $25 just for testing the API credits. And let's see how much I will use for this video as well. So as you can see, the image is now generated and the image URL can be found here. So this is the URL. I can just click on go to link and it will download that link here. And yeah, as you can see, this is the image. So that the main text is correct. So that's how it looks. So the quality is really good, but it did not have my full text. Or let me just try again by shrinking the text down. See if that can generate at least 3 words. So our image is now ready. Let me just open this. So here, as you can see, it's subscribe to soft review. The text is fully there and the image also looks like really realistic. I like the quality of these images. So yeah, it's like a good model. And we also have the option give image reference as well. So that is what makes it unique. You can also upload a file. Here you will have to map your data from Dropbox or something. I will show you when we go to other module, but for this I will just use the URL because that's really easy. We can use any publicly available URL. Let's look for Mr. Bean image. Let's take this image, copy the image address, and let's paste the link here. Let's make him wear like a t-shirt with the text subscribe to soft review. I want Mr. Bean to wear like a t-shirt that says subscribe to soft review. Let's see how that looks like. So we have our image ready. Let's look at how that looks. Let me just save that. And as you can see, we have our Mr. Bean character with the text subscribe to soft review. The image quality is not bad. Yeah, he's like really muscular now. Other than that, you can see the resemblance, right? So that is what that option is for. We can give like character. The image should be like a human face for this to work. So that's the subject reference option. Okay, now let's move to the next module, which is like generate video, which is the really powerful module. Here I have added the latest Hailuo 2 model that we just saw at the beginning of the video. And they also have an image to video model. This is a director model, means it has got camera control. It can create a video from your image, and they also have like text to video with camera control as well. So both options are available. This Hailuo, the latest model, can generate video in both 1080 and 720p. And as you can see, it supports 6 seconds and 10 seconds. And you can always provide the first frame of the image as well. I will just use this same image URL here in order to just show you guys. Copy image address and let's paste the URL here. And let's make him dance, right? Let me just turn this to 1080 so that we can get the best quality. The prompt is optional if you provide the image, but if I want to make him dance, I will have to give the prompt. Make him dance, and should show thumbs up. So that can be like the simple prompt here. Let me just save it. And there are 2 more things that we need to do here. We need to check for the status here by giving the task ID. So as you can see, the task ID is mapped. Then we need to get the actual video. We need to get the download link. So for that, we need to use the retrieve video file here. That requires like a file ID that we can get from our this module. So that is the workflow for video generation. So let me just click on. So as you can see, it's constantly checking for the status of the video. If you want to completely automate it, I would recommend having a sleep module here. Keep it like 3 minutes at delay, then connect to this module. So that process might be already complete and you just need to get the status as successful, and you can easily follow through with retrieving the video file. So that's like a quick tip for more successful automation. Finally, after waiting 5 minutes, it got the video. So as you can see, it's successful, our request. Then it generated like a file ID, which is what we are passing in here. And we have our link we can download. So let's just go here and download or see the video. Really good, right? It danced and showed like thumbs up, and the video quality is also really crisp. That's why their latest model is really good. That's why I really like it. And it's also like a 6-second video. Let's generate a 720p video, this time without giving the image. Let's give another prompt here. So turn this to empty so that we can use just the text prompt here. Okay, a beautiful woman riding a sports bike through a busy city. Jacket is branded soft reviewed. So let's see if the video model can generate text as. So we have enabled the prompt optimizer, means in the backend it will make this prompt better. So let's just save this and again run this. As you can see, the status is success. And again, as I told you, add like a sleep module here in between these two and keep it 3 minutes. And then pass it to this module so that every time this runs, the process might already be complete and you will get the success, and it will pass it to the retrieve video file, and you can directly get the URL from here. So as you can see, the video is now ready. We got the success message, and yeah, we can now see the video by going to this link. Yeah, the text is really not that great, but the video quality is really good. I really like the quality. So these guys did like an amazing work with their latest model. See how the hair is moving, the wind, the cars in background, and the light and the reflection. Everything looks really great. Feels like watching like a movie or something. So yeah, they are doing like an exceptionally good job with their new video model. And they also have, I think this is the only API where we can send up to 100,000 characters and convert that into an audio file. So I'll show you how that's done as well. Now let's look at the next model. I'll show you this model as well. The text to these models are similar. It works the same way like we have seen here. You just give the image reference. You can upload directly from Dropbox or give the image URL. I'll show you the text to video model, which has got like camera control. The quality may not be that great because this is an older model, but what makes this different is that you can specify all these like camera movements that I have mentioned here, right? So in the prompt you can give the camera movement and it will follow the same camera movement. So let me just copy the same prompt here. A beautiful cat is sleeping on a sofa, static shot, then the camera slowly zooms in on its face, and that's the camera movement that we are looking for. So if you want more control over the camera movement, then you can use this model as well. So let's just save it and let's run this again. So as you can see, our video is now successfully generated, and you can get the video link from here. So let me just go to this video. As you can see, the camera is slowly zooming into that cat. So that's how you use this model. So we have seen how to use these models. This is really similar. Now let's move to the next module. So that's the video generation, and there is also like subject reference video. You can upload like a face and make the video do things just like we saw before. You can do the same here. This is another model. This is specifically for subject reference video. It's a bit cheaper when you compare it with the MiniMax model. So also keep that in mind. So if you want, you can do that as well. Let me show you how this works. I'll add here, I will show you how we can add like an image Dropbox. So suppose you have an image from the Dropbox, right? You need to click on download a file to your path. Let me select this file. So I have a Superman image here. I have that. So let me just make him show like thumbs up. So that can be the simple prompt here. Before that, we need to save this so that we can map the module here. Let me just do it like a quick refresh. Yeah. Now, as you can see, it's directly mapped to our module. So before I start it, let me show you what that looks like. Superman. This is the image that I have in the Dropbox. That's called Superman. Okay. So I'm going to, let me see. Maybe I'll just run this. So I have the task ID here. Let me just give the task ID. Again, run this. So now we have our video ready. So let's just copy this file ID here and paste it directly here. Just click on save and run. And we have our video URL. So as you can see, our Superman is now showing thumbs up as we requested here. That's how it works. So if you don't want to use that Hailuo O2 model, then you can use the cheaper model. This is specifically for subject to video. Now let's move to the next modules. We can upload a music and create music based on that. So that's another feature here. For example, let's upload a piece of music. I have like different option. The first option is whether I only want the vocals, then I can do that. Or if you want like the instrumentals, you can also do that. Here I will show you like we are going to upload a music and we will extract both the vocals and instrumental and we can create like a music based on that. So let me show you how that works. I already have something here in the Dropbox. It's this one. This is like a piece of music that I generated using Suno in order to avoid any copyright. So I'll just play this in order to show you what we are actually cloning.
Golden rays pierce through the morning haze, waking up the sleeping days, touching earth with gentle beams.
So that's the piece of music that we are going to clone here. So for that we need our Dropbox file. So let's just select that music. It's called Sun. And this is the MP3. And we need to connect it to our upload music module. Now it's connected. It can extract both vocals and instrumental. Then just save. So once it's in the server, then we can use that ID in order to actually generate the music. You need to select this one for reference music generation. So here you can give the lyrics and the reference ID we can get it from here, and the reference instrumental is also available here. So we have both information, and you can also play with these rates, sampling rates and format. It supports all these formats. So Yeah, the lyrics can be anything that you want. So let me ask ChatGPT following this rules to create like a music for us, lyrics for us. So based on this, can you generate like a short music lyrics? The core theme would be asking people to like, share, and subscribe to my channel Soft Reviewed. So let's see. Let's paste this lyrics here. This is the lyrics that we have. And let me just remove any unwanted space. Let's click on save and let's run this. And it's now extracting the vocals and instrumentals so that we can use it for our given lyrics. Lyrics is too long, just make it really short now. So we need to map the music file here just like this. So the audio file is what we want, and we can give the file name like YT test music .mp3 can be the file name. Let's click on save and let's see if this works. So as you can see, the audio file is now generated and it's uploaded to our Dropbox. As you can see, it's YT Music 3. Let me go to my Dropbox and see if it's there. As you can see, this is the music file that it generated right now. So let's hear it. Let's see if there is any resemblance to our original music.
Hey you, yeah you on the screen, scrolling through like it's a dream. Found something cool, don't just leave. Hit that button, it's time to believe. Like it if you feel the vibe, share it out, help us rise. Got more heat, we won't lie. Click subscribe, join Soft Tree.
So as you can see, that's how you clone your music and generate something new with this. So I hope you understood how this works. Now let's look at how we can actually generate a music from just a prompt. Here we have the option to describe the mood, style, instruments, everything that we want, and the genre. So it needs to be under like 500 characters, and we can create the lyrics as well. Let's take this instructions like this and ask ChatGPT again to give us like both prompts. Let's give this screenshot here. I am looking for a pop music, and the lyrics should be asking people to like, share, and subscribe to Soft Reviewed. Following the instructions, can you give me both music and lyrics? So as you can see, we got our pop track. Let's paste our music design here, and let's copy the lyrics here as well, and let's just, I'm happy with the audio settings here. I'm just clicking save, and let's upload to Dropbox when it's finished. Create an upload file. Let's map it, and let's map the audio file. As you can see, this is the one that we want, like before, and just a name, like that can be our music name. So I'm going to just save it here, and let's just run this, see if it's working. So let's see, the request is success, and we have our audio data. So the music is generated and it's uploaded to our Dropbox. So if we go to our Dropbox, I'm just refreshing it, we can see our designer music, as you can see. Let me just click and play this for you.
It's a tough review. It's soft reviewed. Scrolling through, you found the crew. Cool tech tips just for you. Hit that, it's true. We bring the best news. Like it, share it, don't be shy. Click subscribe. Come on, let's fly. Soft reviewed is where it's at. Join the fam now, how about that? Don't forget, we post each week. Stay ahead and stay unique.
That sounds really good, right? So the music model is, I think, improved a lot, and the quality is also really great. Okay, now let's move to the next module here. We have finished all the music modules. Now let's see how good the text to speech actually is. It's also really good. All of their models are improved really well in the past 3 months. So we have a lot of models. These are all their old models. So if you want cheap, then you can use Turbo, and I would definitely recommend Speech-02-hd because that's the best model here. As you can see, this module only supports up to 5,000 characters, but there is another module which supports like 10,000 characters, and you can use single voice ID or even mix voices if you want. Yeah, you can give the voice ID for different voice that you want to mix, and you can generate a new voice based on that as well. Here we will be looking at just single voice. There are a lot of options. If you want to see the full list of options, you can just use this module where it says a list voice. Here if you use this, you can see the list of all the voices that's available on your account. So as you can see, there are like a lot of voices. Upbeat English woman, English trustworthy man, let's say English expressive narrator. Let's use this. For example, I can paste the voice ID that I got from that module here, or you can select any of the available ID from here as well. Let's say use the same script. If you like this video, please don't forget to share and subscribe to Soft Reviewed. That can be the text, and yeah, you can do further adjustment. Can also change the emotional options. You can make them say sad, angry, fearful, disgusted, surprise, happy. Let's keep this neutral, and so if you want, you can turn this on and also change the different sampling rates, and you can also select which format you need the output from. If you want just to get the URL, you can use that, or if you want like a hex encoded audio that you want to be uploaded to, let's say, Dropbox, then you can select this. Let's use URL to audio, and yeah, let's just play this. So the voice is ready. That was really fast. It was almost instant. So let me just go to this.
If you like this video, please don't forget to share and subscribe to Soft Reviewed.
So as you can see, the quality is really great, and yeah, I don't have any issues with that. and you can also design your own voice. So let me show you how that's done. So this is the example, high energy persuasive voice. So we are actually designing the voice that we want. The excitement, the energy, everything can be controlled. You just need to give like a prompt or ask ChatGPT to make a voice design prompt for you. You will get that. You just need to paste that prompt, and we can just add the preview text. Let me just give the text, and let me paste this text, limited to 500 characters. So you can only create like 500 characters. So this is just the preview text, right? Once you generate this, you will get an ID. Then you can use that ID to the module where we saw here, right? We will get an ID, and we can use that ID here to generate a large piece of or long piece of audio. So this is just the design part. Let me add that as well, if that's in Indian accent. Okay, let me see how that sounds like. So we had to actually upload it to our Dropbox module. So let's upload the file. Let's this is the audio file that we want, and let's name it designer voice .mp3. Let's run this again. So as you can see, that's our audio file. And this is the voice ID that you need to use. So you need to store this somewhere, this voice ID. Suppose if you want this voice and to generate another voices, another text to speech, then now you can replace this ID with this one. And so it will use the designer voice that you created, and it will sound similar to that. I hope you got the idea here. Now let's see the preview. Let me just refresh it again. As you can see, we have the designer voice. Let's hear that.
If you like this video, please don't forget to share and subscribe to Soft Reviewed.
So as you can hear, there is like that excitement in that voice. And if you like that, then you can definitely use it. It's excited, enthusiastic. It's a male voice as well. Fast-paced, high energy, and persuasive. So we only had a small text and to test it out. So we don't know the depth of that. So yeah, that's how you design your own voice. Now let's look at the next module. So if we want to delete our designed voice, so this is the ID, right? If I just click here and if I just run this, so yeah, that's what it does. If you want to delete any voice, you can use this module. You can give the ID. You can only use this for cloned and designer voice, since that's the one that you added to your account. You can use this module to delete it. So here you can upload your voice for voice cloning. Means suppose I have a recording of my voice, and if I upload it to, let's say, Dropbox, then we can use that voice in order to create text to speech, right? So let me show you how that's done. So first I need a sample of my voice. Let's see if there is a recording. So this is just a test audio, and I'm here recording to see if it can be transcribed by the API. So that's a recording of my voice. I can use that and map it here to get the ID. So let's just download the voice that we just heard right now. select a file, then recording, this is the one, and yeah, now it's connected. Let me just run this quickly. So we got our, so the file is now uploaded to the MiniMax server. Now we need to give that file as a reference. So we need the file ID here. And we can now give a name for our voice. So let's say my voice name can be soft 001. Okay, so I need to make it capital. Let's say 0001. Okay, so there it needs to be like minimum 8 characters. So let's save it and just run this. So now it's cloning my voice based on the file that we uploaded. So whenever we want to use this voice, we just need to copy paste this ID to our module. So yeah, we have the success message here. That means my voice is now ready for use. Keep this in mind. This is your ID, so note it somewhere. And let me generate this using the same voice here. And let's run this again. So we have our audio here. So let's hear my voice clone.
If you like this video, please don't forget to share and subscribe to Soft Reviewed.
So as you heard, it looks somewhat real to my voice. So yeah, this is by far the best voice clone that I have heard when you compare it with 11 Labs, for example. So now let's look at the next model. The next model is upload script for large voice generation. This is only needed when you want to, let's say if you want to convert 100,000 characters into like voice, that's when you need this. So as you can see, you can map the fields here, the data and the name, like we saw in the previous modules. You can connect your Dropbox or any cloud storage and add the file in it should be in like in a text format and or like in a zip format. So text format will be much easier. So upload it like that. Then you will get an ID from this upload module. And as you can see, this is the normal module that we use most of the time because it can support up to 50,000 characters. So only when you need more than that, you need to use the large upload script for voice generation. So it also supports all the latest models, and you can also use your clone voice or like the provided voice in order to convert the text into like speech. So that's the area where you map it if you want the text, and that's where you add your voice ID. We will just use the voice clone that we created before so that it will sound somewhat near to my voice. So in order to get the text, I am going to my website and I am just picking a random blog article. For example, let's take this article like this. Let me just copy that. Yeah, as you can see, it's around 9,000 something characters. Let's paste it directly. So before that, we need to change that to direct text input. That's where we paste it. So since it can support 50,000 characters, it's nothing when compared to this, and this is very small. And if you want to add like pause or in between, you can follow this syntax by giving the time that you need in between those hashtag. So that's how you add pause in between if you want the AI to take like pause while talking for more natural sounding voice. So there are like other settings as well. I'm happy with the current default settings. And since this will take some time, we need a 3-step process to retrieve the file. The second process is once the process starts, we need to constantly check whether the process was successful or not. For that you will need a task ID that we will get from that generation task, and we also need this module to retrieve the generated file. In order to do that, we need a file ID that the previous module will generate. So once the task is successful, it will give you like a file ID. That is what you pass to this module in order to see whether it has the download link or not. Once the process is successful, it will generate like a tar file, which is similar to like the zip file. When the task is successful, you can directly download that tar file onto your local system, then just extract and you will find your mp3 in that. So please note that 20 to 30 minutes for this to run. Now let's get check our generation status with our ID. Let's just run this, and as you can see, it's successful. And we have what we need is the file ID in order to actually download the in order to retrieve our large file. So let's just add the file ID and just click on save and run this again. And as you can see, what you are going to get is the download URL. So let me just download this. If you look at what you just downloaded, it's like a tar file, right? As you can see, it's compressed tar file. So it's like a zip file, but the format is a bit different. This is tar file. So what you can do is, let's just extract it, and then you will see the folder and you can see the mp3 here, and as you can see, it's around like 10 MB file. So
From hours to weeks, a new era of storm prediction begins. For anyone living in a cyclone-prone region, the cone of uncertainty is a familiar and often nerve-wracking graphic. It represents the probable track of an approaching storm, but its width underscores the inherent challenge of prediction. Google's Weather Lab aims to shrink that uncertainty and extend the lead time for reliable warnings.
as you can see, that's how my clone sounds like, and it's like really long, right? It's around 10-minute audio. So as you can see, you can use this to process even larger volume of text or longer text, but the only downside is it will take some time for the task to finish. It's the chat completion, where we can chat with the latest AI model, which is MiniMax-M1 and MiniMax Text 1. So there are like two models. We can take any roles that you want in order to train the system. So here I'm just using like the user, and in order to show you guys how this works, let me ask how many are there in strawberry. So let's see how that will respond. So as you can see, there are like 3 R's. So it's correct. So the main highlight of this model is it has got 1 million context window, and yeah, this is the best model that Minimax offers, right? So this one is also like a cheaper model, but I would definitely suggest M1 for all your needs. It's a really capable model. Here you have other options as well. You can set the maximum token temperature and yeah, all these options. Let's look at the final image model. This is where if you want to identify like an image, then this module is for you. So what it can do is you can give an image and it can identify that things in the image. So mainly if you have task for throwing like hundreds of image and want to know what's in that image, then this is the model that will work well for you. Let me take a screenshot or image from my website, AI lockdown enforced, right? So let's take this image, for example, copy image address, then let me paste it here. And you also have the option to directly upload it from Dropbox or any other cloud storage, as I have shown you before. Let's say, can you please describe the image? So that can be our query. Here also you can set stream the response or set up the maximum tokens temperature, and all the other features are available here as well. So let's look at this. Let's just run this. I need to save the module first. So once you run this, so as you can see, this was the image. So this image depicts like a classroom setting where students are seated at the desk, seemingly engaged in writing or taking notes. The classroom has large windows. Oh, it even read like the things on the board. Oh, that's really amazing. It's not even that clear, but it's reading these letters. Re-OT to see Re-OT Liebard. Is that correct? Liebard, yeah. So as you can see, it's really good with the text. It has got really good knowledge of the inputted text, the input image that you have given. And yeah, it works well with understanding the image. And if you have any task related to that, you can definitely use this model. I think we have completed all the modules here. I hope you learned something new here. If you learned something new, please don't forget to share and subscribe. And if you like to check this extension, you can definitely do that by going to the link in the description and check that out. Again, thank you for watching and have a great day.
Like, share, subscribe.